Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am so pleased and humbled by the number of people who are watching my content and interacting with my channel, and I am so appreciative of every single one of you. I really and truly am. This is another Ollie's shop with me, and before I go into this, I do want to point out that my husband, who watches these videos with me after I post them, has mentioned that it is quite possible to make the number of times that I say cool and neat into a game. So I'm going to be very conscious of that right now, and I'm going to try not to overuse those words in this video. So hopefully I'm successful. We'll see at the end. Personally, I really don't give myself very good odds on this. This Ollie's is over on the corner of Hiawassee and Colonial, and I have actually been to this store before, but I never filmed in this store before. This store is the store that I did my very first haul on this channel. So the second video I think I put up on this channel was the haul from this store, and this was the store that had the mink laminators for $5. And being back in this store, I have to say that the pricing in this store was very strange. This particular item in my hand is a 3-pack of different stamps, and it's 3 packages of stamps. All 3 of them are different, but that rang up, the whole package rang up at $1. And in other stores, it would have been $3 because it would have been $1 a piece. And I did buy some. I did buy 3 of them. They will be a future giveaway. Speaking of giveaways, the video that I posted on Sunday has information about the current giveaway, and the giveaway form closes on October 4th at midnight. So keep that in mind. I loved these pens. 3 packs of pens for $1 a piece, and they are the cutest things for anybody who likes cute pens. This is a great one, and they look to be really good quality. This permanent marker is white. It's not a black permanent marker. It's the cap color that tells you what color it is, and I believe they were $1. And this store had some very, as I was saying before, had some very strange pricing. I'm not really sure how these items were priced because some of them were much cheaper, some of them were much more expensive. Recollections brand dots, I don't know if they were double-sided dots or dimensional dots. These, we've seen these several times. These are the cutters that you can cut out to make little clay flowers for either fondant or from Fimo. I have a set of them. I have not used them with my Fimo yet. The ombre on these stickers was just beautiful. I really don't use letter stickers. I have bought some sticker packs like that, but they were all numbers in the sticker pack because I'm not really big on using letter stickers in my crafting. It's just not something I do, but I'm pointing them out for you in case you want them. Huge sheets of poster board, and this is the first store that I have seen more than one pattern of poster board. Not only did they have the starry pattern and the wood pattern, but there's another one coming up. Resin, people, $1. This is UV resin. This is a bottle of UV resin, and that one didn't go back into the box because that one went into my cart. I did buy one of these, but these are bottles of UV resin for $1, and they had several boxes of them. If this is something that you use, that is an incredible price. This is the first store that I have seen a die cut in, and this is a foldable die cut. It makes a foldable wish card, and it was also $1 and very much well worth that price. 2 stamps in one package. Very cute. I don't use the wooden stamps because I'm not very good at lining up my stamps when I can see through them. So if I can't see through them, it's just terrible. Peanut butter melts, but they were bricks. All of the ones in this store that I came across were bricks already, but I have to admit that I didn't touch any of the orange ones. Here's one of those white permanent markers again that I finally actually showed right side up. But again, for $1, it's not a bad price for a permanent marker. And somebody in one of my other videos said that this never had markers in it, and this confuses me even more now because the box says that it's a 30-piece set, but I have never seen anything inside these marker boxes ever. I don't know if they were never made and packed. I don't know if the markers were shipped separately. I don't know what happened with this item, but if you need a box to store your markers in, that would be great. It wouldn't work at all for me because I have so many markers. I am such a marker fiend. I am very much a pack rat when it comes to markers. I love them all. That's edible food spray in purple, and this was the first Ollies that I'd seen tubs of sprinkles in, and those took me back to my childhood because that's how all sprinkles used to be sold. These little bottles like this, or those little 4-packs where they got the 4 different sections, those are so much newer. That little tub of sprinkles, that's my childhood. That's how sprinkles came out when I was a kid. I finally remembered, I saw this. This is only the second time that I've seen these key lime pies in store, and I finally remembered to pick one up. So I am going to make it, and I'm going to taste it. I'm going to let you know how it is because I love key lime. I love cheesecake. We're going to try it out. This is another cool set. I have seen this in another store as well. It makes this little sandwich cookies. It's the complete kit to make those little sandwich cookies with the frosting and everything in it. And my Florida heart loves these little flamingos. You take the pieces and you put them together on top of a cake and you get a little flamingo on top of your cake or on top of whatever decoration you're doing. I love it. It's so cute. Just absolutely adorable. More little sprinkles, but also the little round. These are the small spheres that you can use with those Kaboom chocolates. They didn't have a kit that had all of them. This is another example of those. In other stores, these are taken apart and they're sold individually. But apparently in this store, they're sold as a group. And this is the other poster board. If you're a teacher, homeschooler, anything like that, that is lined notebook paper style poster size sheets of paper. And the packages of those rang up at $1 for the entire thing. I counted it, I think, I don't remember exactly, but I think there were 12 sheets in there and it rang up at $1. So 12 sheets of poster board with lines on it like notebook paper for $1. Here I am, dun da da da, science fair project. All packed as one. This would be enough science fair project stickers for a teacher to provide to her students or his students or their students. It would be an amazing thing to have for a teacher to put into a classroom. Also amazing thing to have for homeschoolers or for a neighborhood community to share those. Over to the pegboards, and while we're at the pegboards, I'm going to say a little bit more about my giveaway that's going on. Oh, wait, before I do that, I have no idea what this mold is. It's a resin mold. I know it's a resin mold. Nowhere on the package does it say what this molds, and I have no idea. Maybe it's dominoes, maybe it is erasers, maybe I don't know. I have no idea what it would be, although I don't think you can make an eraser out of resin, so that's kind of silly. You can tell I don't do resin. But talking about my giveaway, the video that I posted on Sunday has all the information in my giveaway and all the links that you need. Also, with that video, there's a link, and it will also be in this one. There's a link to my Facebook group. There is a Facebook group that goes along with Chatty Crafty, and I appreciate the people that have signed up for my Facebook group, and I appreciate anybody who considers doing that. And also, I am totally on a sub drive for this channel. I have enough watch hours to be a tween channel. I don't have to be a baby channel anymore, except I don't have enough subscribers to be a tween channel yet. I need something like 72 more subscribers to become a tween channel. And I would so love to become a tween channel because I've been a baby channel long enough. I think I've learned what I need to learn about doing YouTube, and I'm authentically allowing my channel to grow. I'm not using any sort of those not algorithms, but those things where people go out and say, yes, you need to subscribe to my channel. I'm not doing that. I'm letting my channel grow authentically. I'm just letting people who watch my videos decide whether or not they want to join my channel. I loved this. I think that every social studies teacher and every homeschool kid should have this because it describes and it demonstrates why gerrymandering is such a bad idea. So I thought that was a neat thing to have in an Ollie's. The sewing machines, these little sewing machines right here, they were $10 each. I've never used one of those. I don't sew anyway. Nice little sewing notion kit for anybody who needs to have a really quick grab for all of the pieces that you need to start in your sewing. I think that would be starting for hand sewing, but maybe there's enough there to actually work with a machine sewing as well. I'm not a Fibercraft person, so I really don't know whether or not that would be useful for that. I found only one box of the Cricut cards, and it was right there. That is the only box of Cricut cards that I found in this entire store. They did have the erasable poster markers, which I think is a really great idea. I know I have messed up so many posters because I've written things on it. I've misspelled words. I've done the spacing wrong. And that box right there, I wish I'd focused on more. It's stitch paint. Apparently, you use that to make stitches on fabric. Excuse me, this particular Ollie's had several colors of the Joann's branded vinyl. This is the first Ollie's that I've seen more than one color of the Joann's branded vinyl in the same store, and I don't very often see the Joann's branded vinyl at all anyway. Beautiful little stained glass kit, and you can make the little mountain out of this. $5. I still don't understand why that one store had them for $2. And the rest of the pegboard is just here for you to look at, and it's really cool. Oh, I said it. Oh, I was going to not say it. This store, the obligatory red Cricut, of course, but this store had tons of tissue. all these boxes that you're looking at, those are different colors of tissue paper. And I've never seen tissue paper in any of these stores, but I will say, and you can see it in this particular video right here, right now in this video, this is a dig store. If you want to go into the store and look for things, this is a dig store. This is 2,400 sticky notes for $6, but this store also had the Arteza boxes that are 4,800 sticky notes for $8. So for $2 more, you can double it. That's lined easel chart paper pad for $8, which is an incredible price. Teachers, if you need those, that is an incredible price for one of those easel pads. This is a different set of the wrapping paper. I've seen another design for that in other stores. I don't know if that came with letters or not. I didn't look closely enough at the box, and I never showed the back of the box for you to decide whether or not it came, or for you to know whether or not it came with letters. They had lots of different dry erase boards. I saw this too, and this is the first store that I've seen this in, but it doesn't really seem to go in the craft section, so it's possible that the other stores had it. It just wasn't in the craft section area. And those looms, this is just that end of that aisle. Junk journalers, they have these paper pads, excellent source of that. They also, if you can see in the background, they also have the 110-pound cardstock and the 67-pound cardstock. And this is another hardbound sketchbook. The last video had one that had art all over the front of it that was just so beautiful. That's another style of the same sketchbook at the same company. Very high quality sketchbooks. They have these packaged cards. I've never seen packaged cards like that in an Ollie's. Although every Ollie's I've been in does have a greeting card section. And if you go to the dollar table, the rest of the art supplies is usually around the greeting cards. So the greeting cards for this store is, I believe, right behind me when we're looking at these items. And you can see what I mean by this being a dig store. This is a store where if you want to know what's on these shelves, you really have to go in and spend some time digging through the different piles, because it's not very well organized. This is not an exceptionally well organized store, but it's absolutely worth going into because of the way they price things. 3-pack of these smaller multicolor legal pads for $2. I thought that was a great price, especially for people who make the refillable notepads, the covers for refillable notepads. And this one came up in my last video, but I didn't highlight it and I never showed the back of it. This one I actually show you the back of it, and there is a lot of stuff in this box. There is a lot of really usable and really fundamental things for making massive amounts of tie-dye. And of course, you still have all the bottles. When you use up the dyes, you still have all the bottles. And if you go get more dyes to fill those bottles, you still have the basics for a tie-dye station, which is what that was set up to be. The third color of these pump finger paint bottles, I have now seen red, blue, and this store had green. I dropped this box, but I also have to say I bought this box. It's markers. I know I don't need it. You're sitting there looking at me, looking at the video going, oh, now Chatty Crafty, you know you did not need to buy any markers. But I'm going to test those for you because they say that they are blendable water markers. And I think that is unique. And I honestly don't have any water markers. So I'm going to test that for you. That's my justification for buying those. More beautiful bottles of paint. They were $1.49 at this store, and I've seen them for 99 cents at other stores. I'm not going to say what that color looks like to me. But if you have the same type of mind that I do, you're thinking the same thing that I am. I could not find the weight of these 9x12 pages of watercolor paper, but that is a very thick pad to only have 32 pages in it. And this store had so many bottles of the pouring medium. If you need pouring medium and you only want to go to one Ollie's, this is the one to go to. Most of the stores that I'm in, I only see 1, maybe 2 bottles of that pouring medium. But this store had like 8 bottles of that pouring medium. Great price. It's $8. You can't beat that price for pouring medium. And it's wonderful to have around. And let's see what we're going to next. Oh, this was just a random box that had different items in it. So I dug through and found out what was in there, and just a few different items in there, including the packing tape. But again, if you need packing tape, buying it at Aldi's is a great way to do it because it's a really good price for something that's very useful and very usable. There's the Arteza boxes. Again, only 2 boxes. The first store that I saw these in had 2 boxes. This store has 2 boxes of them. I've never seen more than 2 boxes in any store, and I've only seen them in 2 stores. So This is only the second store that I've seen them in, and you know as well as I do, if you've been watching my channel, that I've been to so many different stores in so many different, well, 2 states, but so many different stores. These are the kit boxes, and this store had some different kit boxes, and this is another example of this odd pricing. This is 20 bottles in 5 different colors of Crayola washable glitter glue, but they didn't price them individually. I was looking for a price on them, and then out of just a lark, I looked at the box, and the entire box is priced. It's priced at $20 and 50% off. So that's all of those bottles for $10. They're not being sold individually. If you look in the video, there's another box below them on the shelf below. I'm not sure why this Ollie's is using this particular pricing method, but you can get some very good buys in this Ollie's. And this set, it reminds me, and I'm not going to say this correctly, but the Japanese concept of kitsune, I think that's how you pronounce it, where it's beauty in imperfection, where it's like, if you don't know what it is, just a brief example is you break a porcelain bowl, you glue it back together, but then you put gold over the cracks and make it even more beautiful after it's been repaired than it was before it broke. And I love that concept because everybody needs to know that no matter how bad things are, things will get better, and where there's life, there's hope. And that's where I'm going to go with that. That's something that I truly keep close to my heart of hearts. I thought this was beautiful, and I put it upside down. So you're looking at the box upside down, but this is one of those latch hook things, but it makes a wall mural instead of a rug, and I think it's beautiful, and it wasn't much. I think it was $8 for that kit. The entire kit is all there, and I did a latch hook rug when I was a kid, and I thought it was great. I had so much fun. This is called Bronze Yellow, and it is portfolio acrylic from Crayola. These are paper stencils. Perfect for science fair projects if you don't want to use the stickers, but in all honesty, the stickers are a better price. They do have the flat canvases in this store, and they had, oh my gosh, the next one's right here. These are 6x6, 28 6x6 flat canvases for $8. I did the math on it. That is slightly less than 29 cents per canvas. That is so much better a price than anything at Dollar Tree. And they're bigger than the ones at Dollar Tree. So definitely, if you need those flat canvases, this is the store on Colonial and Hiawassee in West Orlando. Beautiful stuff, great prices. We're now getting closer to the checkout lanes, and they had the poster paint sticks. And they also had this, which is kind of a ring light concept, but it's a starlight. But what I really liked about it was that the phone was above the ring or the star. It wasn't part of the ring. And the next item was so amazing. These are Brookstone sinking earphones. So two people listen to the exact same thing, and they're synced up. So you're listening to the exact same point in the music, or the exact same point in the movie, or in the audiobook, or whatever. And that is so cool. It was $20. $20 only for 2 pairs of syncing headphones. I thought it was I know it's not crafts, but it was too good a price not to point out. These are what my giveaway are. They're these brass rulers that go into journaling. Please do subscribe if you got any enjoyment or any pleasure or any entertainment or anything out of my channel. Please do consider subscribing. I would love to become a tween channel. I'm done with being a baby channel. I would love to become a tween channel. The little cat right there, that's my baby bear. I thank everybody for watching, and I hope that everybody has a wonderful rest of whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. Cheers and happy crafting.